Hi, Jesse. Thank you for having me. I'm Martin Hecht. I'm an immigration attorney here in Argentina, and I'm the owner and founder of MH Legal Hub, our law firm here to provide service for you. So, what can I tell you about Buenos Aires and residency here? What does people want to know, Jesse? Tell me.
People want to know just how easy it is.
Well, it's easy. It's not as easy as you think. There are like two common misconceptions that you need to know before even thinking about residency here. First of all, you cannot be a permanent tourist in Argentina. You cannot live doing visa runs all the time. This is a common misconception. If you look online, they'll tell you that you can, keep renewing your tourist visa every 90 days. That's not the case anymore. You can only be a tourist, one time, and you can get an extension once every year. But that over time can become dangerous. The second and most important thing regarding residency is that basically residency is for residents. And this doesn't work like other countries in which you get a visa and you can come here whenever you want. If you want to keep your residency in Argentina, you have to live here 6 months every year at least. And this is very important, to factor in your plans if you're ever thinking about coming here. If you're thinking of buying real estate, which is a great opportunity, just take a look. This will be a very important piece of information. There are 3 very easy ways to get residency in Argentina. The first and easiest way is through family ties, right? It's called family reunification residency. You could even be married or enter a civil union with an Argentine citizen or a resident, or you can have a child. And of course, you're probably thinking, Martin, we are a couple here, or maybe it's not my intention to go and find someone to marry me, but hear me out. If, for example, only one of you, let's say you're a marriage, only one of you qualifies for residency and you're married, the other one can join the application as family reunification. So this is a crucial piece of information. There are more ways, as I've been telling you, to get residency. We can also get residency through money. We can get residency through a pension if one of you is a pensionist and you're getting a social security pension, a military pension, or we can get residency through a passive income. Passive income is one of the most popular ways in which people can get residency. And it entails some kind of either a promise of income, for example, a lease agreement. I'll be paid $2,000, $3,000. Hold on, I need my shades. Sorry, people, I needed my shades on because it's really sunny here in Buenos Aires. So I was telling you about passive income. You can get either a promise of income, lease agreement, or you could get a lump sum of money that we could trace back to some legal transaction. Did you sell your house? It works. Did you get an insurance claim? It also works. Do you have a trust? Do you have stock? It could work. Distributions from LLCs, etc. It's a wide variety, very interesting opportunity to get residency in Argentina. And finally, we have residency through sponsored activities. If you want a work visa, if you want a student visa, all those are options, very easy to set, that we can help you get residency. Those are the 3 ways: family ties, money, sponsored activities. There are many misconceptions. Again, be careful. If, for example, you want to reach out to Jesse and purchase real estate here in Argentina, you need to know that there's not an investor's visa. If you buy an apartment here, that will not get you residency. It's very common in many countries, but it's not the case in Argentina. And this is something you need to know if you're planning a long-term or mid-term stay here. Now, we have 3 types of residency, and this is also important. We have permanent residency, which you cannot get straight away. You need 3 years of the other types of residency. And we have something called temporary residency and transitory residency, right? These types of residency have, of course, a slightly lower range of rights, yes, but the temporary residency in Argentina is a very interesting and powerful tool. It gets you an open work permit. You could work for anyone in Argentina with no kind of permission whatsoever. You could also get family reunification rights. Remember what I told you before about the spouse? Well, you get that, and you get something called the DNI, which is the plastic card or ID card, and it will unlock a wide range of opportunities here in Argentina. So you may want to consider getting this type of residency first. But if you're not so sure about coming here, you want to give it a shot, there's something called the transitory student residency. You can get residency by learning tango, by learning Spanish, by learning how to cook. So if you are ever dreaming and you feel that you have no way of getting residency, think twice, contact me, and we'll find you a solution that fits your needs.
Okay, now everybody's wondering, how does it work?
Okay, so there are two ways of getting residency in Argentina, but I'm going to give you the best path. So, of course, you could go to your nearest Argentine embassy and try to apply for residency. That's going to take forever. And that kind of path is mostly used for people that need a visa to enter Argentina. If you are from North America, from Europe, from New Zealand, from Australia, from the UK, you don't need, from the Caribbean, from Mexico, or any other Latin American countries, you do not need a visa to enter Argentina. And this is important. You can enter here as a tourist and apply from here and start enjoying your beautiful life while your application is processed. This is, well, useful because you can start building your life. You can start, getting your apartment. You can start, going to school. You can do whatever you want while we process your application. But also, it gives you more control on your process. This is important. But you may think, Martin, how long does this usually take? Residencies could go from 3 to 6 to even 9 months. But don't worry, you will not become illegal. There's something called, there's like a temporary stay permit that the immigration department will give you so that you never become illegal while your application is being processed. And this is important. You get like these 90-day temporary permits, and you can even travel abroad and come back with some discretion, of course, but you can leave the country, re-enter, you can work, open a bank account, all on this temporary permit while your residency is processed. So that's great. Most residencies have like a common set of documents. You're of course going to need a valid passport. We're going to need background checks with apostilles and translations. We'll take care of that. But every type of residency then will need specific documents. If we're going through a passive income application, we'll need bank statements. We'll need, to prove the source of your income. If we are doing, you're going to Spanish school, you need an enrollment certificate. If you are on a family reunification residency, you need a marriage certificate, and so on. Let us worry about that. You get in contact with us and we'll tell you exactly what you need, right? So you don't have to worry about guessing paperwork or doing research on your own, which is confusing enough, and that's what we are for.
What's one of the big questions people are asking you?
Okay, Jesse, so what's the most popular question I get all the time? It's about the Argentine passport, about how to get citizenship in Argentina, not only residency or permanent residency. It's March 2026, and as of today, there is an ongoing immigration reform that has decided that you need 2 years of granted legal residency, the residency we just discussed. You need 2 years of granted legal residency completely uninterrupted. You need to live 0 days. You need to be here for the entirety of the 2 years of residency. That sounds like a lot. We are honestly, in the immigration industry in Argentina, is hoping that this will be modified soon. And we are expecting some exceptions to be launched relatively soon. By the time that you apply for citizenship, whoever's watching this and never got residency before, by the time you apply for citizenship, you'll obviously, this will probably have some modifications. We are expecting them to be launched pretty soon. But, as of today, you're expected to have 2 full years of uninterrupted residency. And there's more. Some people, because this has been all over the news, has been asking about residency through investment and citizenship by investment. And this is important. Argentina has launched a program. Well, it's working on a program that will enable citizenship by investment without spending 2 years in Argentina. And it may or may not. We'll have to see. We'll have to stay tuned to Jesse's videos. And with me, we'll have to wait if it includes real estate or not, and what amount, this investment has to be. So we have to be paying attention to these clauses, because maybe you want to start living in Argentina, you get residency, and by the end of this year, you can access citizenship by investment, and that will get you the passport straight away. So if you're interested in purchasing real estate, if you're interested in living in Argentina more than 6 months every year, you should definitely get residency, and you should definitely come enjoy this wonderful, wonderful city and the rest of Argentina, which is a beautiful country.
Okay, so how do people get a hold of you?
If you want to reach out, my contact details are here below. I'm Martin Hecht from MH Legal Hub. Don't hesitate to write. We're here to help you.